Hi, everybody. Welcome here to Oracle Rising. My name is Robin. Namaste. Love and light, many blessings. So this is my channel where I'm doing my best to provide some sort of leadership on your spiritual ascension path, helping you escape the 3D matrix and realize your full potential as a being of light on this planet. So what I wanted to talk about today was having a little heart-to-heart chat with your higher self and some really good questions to ask your higher self. Okay, I wanted to call this like interview with your higher self, but I kept on thinking instead of interview with a vampire, so that's a completely different thing. So I have 7 questions that they're really, I'm getting the word poignant, to ask your higher self. So your higher self is an extension of you, and they sort of periscope up into the 12th dimension so they can see everything possible for you as you walk your human earth walk. Okay, so you might want to make some notes or just take down the ones that you think are the most like palpable, that have full meaning for you, that you want to ask your higher self. And you don't have to do anything special. You can just sit down with intention and say, yeah, I'm going to have a conversation with myself in the 12th dimension, because your higher self is you. They just have complete 360 view of every possibility for you. So the first question that you want to ask your higher self is, like, do I have a life purpose? Okay, a lot of people are feeling extremely lost right now. What am I even doing with myself? Why was I born here at this time of global ascension? What gift do I have to share with the world? Like, what is my life purpose? So for me, a few years ago, after my paternal grandmother passed away, I received a message from her that it was time for me to start studying tarot. And I didn't question it. It was just like this impulse in my DNA, you know, and I heard a voiceless whisper in my head. So I thought that was my life purpose, but a little over a year ago, I was guided, and this time it was not by my grandmother, okay? It was, I don't know who it was. I assume it was my higher self. You know, it's time to start a second channel, okay? Oracle Rising, to help people. So I thought that tarot was my purpose, but tarot is my passion. This channel is my purpose, to help guide people, to help bring people together, realize your full potential, carry yourself with a different sort of self-assurance. You know, when you know who you are and what you're meant to be doing, your feet hit the earth in a different way. You know, your shoulders, they're in a different position. There's a lot more power to you. So if you don't know what you're here to do, simply ask your higher self. You're welcome to do a meditation, but you can just sit down as if you're having coffee with a girlfriend or a guy friend, okay? Because this is your best friend. Your higher self is you, just like the super highly evolved version of you, and you're attached all the way through, okay? People talk about chakras. This is your 12th chakra, your higher self, okay? So you can really align to your life purpose by asking that simple question. This one, I'm asking myself this one over and over again. What is the lesson my current situation or pain is trying to teach me? I'm in a situation right now where I'm extremely uncomfortable. Like I keep on asking, why was I put here? You know, I asked my higher self. I was sitting outside with Lacey, and she was in the yard, and I was just kind of sitting there, and I said to my higher self, why am I in this situation right now? And the answer that I got was just a little bit more patience, and it's almost over. You know, I wasn't really given a detailed explanation on what I'm doing in this place right now, because like I just want to cut and run. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I just really, like, I don't belong here. I just I don't want to say I hate it, but it's like I'm filled with dread, you know, and just like I feel like I don't deserve this right now, but you know, there are no accidents and everything happens for a reason. So I didn't really get an explanation, but I did get reassurance. So if you guys are in a position where, like, why am I stuck with this person or this job or this situation? Why do I live here? Why am I broke? You know, the list is endless. You can ask your higher self and you'll either get a response or you'll get reassurance. And for me, the reassurance was enough. I was like, okay. So I do my best to surrender to it every day. Try not to feel like a victim because that's very easy. But feeling victimized doesn't offer you options to solutions. So just keep that in mind, you guys, and just really ask your higher self, like, what is the deal? Like, come on, please. And they'll give you some sort of an answer, all right? The third one, how can I manifest my goals? Okay, because like I was saying before, your higher self can see you make this decision, this could happen, or this, or this, or this, or this, or this, or this, or this. Okay, so ask them quite plainly. You should get an immediate answer, or you could get a dream, or, you know, you could get things sort of percolate throughout the day or the next couple of days. So if you're anything like me, I'm like the notepad queen. It's just, no, I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm surrounded by notepads. Like, I have 2 here right now. And by where I read tarot, I have like 7 notepads. I have one in my purse. I have like a stack of spare brand new notepads just in case I run out of notepads. So writing down these epiphanies are going to be really helpful to you. How can I manifest my goals? What's my next step? Or how can I improve what I'm doing right now? What tweak is needed? So that's a great question. And you're going to get honest advice, okay? And it'll see, like, your higher self will see every aspect, not just like, hey, this is going to be a great move, but they'll also say, like, don't do that. Like, that's a bad decision, right? So the 4th point, am I on the right career path? Okay. You can just ask for a yes or a no, or you can ask for details. I find the details come a little bit more slowly, but the yes or no, instant. Okay. So if you're going for a job interview, or if you're even looking to submit a resume or an application for something, that's the right time where, hey, am I on the right career path? Should I be applying for this job? And you should get a yes or no very quickly. So you can just think of your higher self as your best friend with a 360 long-term view of everything. I love this one. Okay, this 5th one here, show me my future self. That is so beautiful. And I've had the opportunity to see that, you guys, my future self. And I was talking to my friend Kara about this. As we're talking about things, you know, esoteric and meaningful and spiritual. And I told her, I said, I've seen my future self, and it's me. And it's not too far away from where I am now at this point, like this age in my life that I don't want to talk about. I'm 56, by the way. And it's me with my partner, and I've been single right now for 8 long interminable years, but there's a reason for that, because I've had exponential growth in my singledom. So it's me with my partner, and we're standing on the porch of the house that I have on my vision board as being my dream home, and we're waving back at me here and now. And it's such a comforting, beautiful vision, because it's everything that I am building for myself. Okay, so asking to see your future self based on the decisions that you're making right now today, that is such a calming thing. And it can, if you're seeing a vision that you're uncomfortable with, you know that you have to go back and ask more questions, or like for guidance on which choices to make. Okay, so if you don't like what you're seeing with your future self, it's time to make changes. All right, so this one is also very important. Number 6, why did I choose to incarnate at this time? Okay, so your soul is up there, you know, doing like light being things, kind of hanging around. And then you volunteer to come back to Earth, okay? I've done a whole video on reincarnation, how to stop reincarnating. I've done videos on the 144,000 Lightworker volunteers. So you could volunteer to come back to Earth to participate in a particular movement, okay? And you're not going to remember that right away, you know? Things are going to happen. You're going to enlighten up over time. You will receive some sort of an awakening. But if you're still kind of like, yeah, why did I come here? You can ask your higher self for that. You know, you could awaken to the fact that you are a starseed, a light worker, an empath, you know, a brilliant businessman, a physicist, you know, anything. And that's a great question. Like, what am I doing here anyway? You know, why? Why now? Of all times. So number 7, what is the most important thing I need to do or know right now? Okay, so your higher self holds the key to the vault of your future, and they will share it with you. All you have to do is ask them. And what is the most important thing you could do today, tomorrow, every day? You can ask that question all day. You can ask it every day, you know? And I think it's really important to ask things like that of your higher self on a continuous basis, because things change. The decisions that other people are making, circumstances are always changing for you. You know, should you go back and repair something? Should I try that again? You know, what is the most important thing that you need to know or need to do right now? And I'm sure there's plethora other questions that people can ask their higher self. Go ahead and put them down below in the comments, you guys. I just saw angel number 1155, which I find is very fortuitous as I'm giving you guys this transmission. So I wrote down in my content planner that I'm going to talk about soon. I'm not sure when. I plan my content out for about 2 months in advance. Like, what happens when your higher self goes MIA or ghosts you? Like, that's kind of startling and maybe a little bit unsettling. So I'm going to talk about that in the future. And just wanted to welcome you guys to either put down below in the comments your ideas for future transmissions, or you can email me. It's oraclerising2@gmail.com. And yeah, once again, sending many blessings, love and light. Love you guys. Okay, bye. Bye.